Today we are going to start the last section of grade 10 database. This is the theory part. And let's say what is the database, right? Data means you know that about the data and information during your first lesson, but here it is we consider data and information all are we mention it as data, right? We store data usually inside computers now. If we store data inside the computerized systems or electronic devices, we can say that is in electronic medium, we can say that is electronic database, right? If we write something on a paper, or if we record, or if we write something on a book, we can say it is also a database, but it is manually maintained. Therefore, we call it as manual database, right? So there are two types of databases. We can maintain it manually by hand. We can say it's a manual database, manual. And if we maintain the data in electronic medium, we can say it is an electronic database. Electronic database. So this chapter we are discussing in this chapter basically about the database, what is the database, and how we can store data on database and maintain that. Usually we mention these types of database as relational databases, right? We can organize data inside relational database and easily maintain the data. If we store data inside electronic medium and using relational database models, we can maintain data easily. We can update, delete, or keep records easily. That is why we use electronic databases, right? This chapter 1 includes also data and information. In this chapter covers saving of data in organized manner, right? Then for an example, it is mentioned we can maintain telephone numbers in this type of books. This is the old method. When we use land phones, we have to keep in memory, or we have to write in on a paper or write in on a book to keep telephone numbers, because we can't remember everything. There are, let's say, thousands of people. We have telephone numbers, so we keep a book. This book is organized telephone numbers starting A to Z, starting A up to Z. There are pages, separate pages for names started from A and names started from B. Likewise, we can organize telephone numbers in this type of books, right? But today, using electronic media, we use normally hand phones, so we can arrange, we can save numbers on that. We don't know how to save it inside the mobile phone, but we using this application, we can search by name the telephone numbers and we can dial it. So these two all are databases. databases that we use personally. We can say a telephone number book, right? It would be easy for you to remember names of your friends, but it would be difficult to retain all the phone numbers in your memory. So that is why we use these type of databases. You can get these details easily when needed if you write names and phone numbers in a book or save them in a telephone mobile phone, right? Rather than that, this is a personal database and that we can say there are so many databases maintained inside organizations. Let's say in a bank. In a bank, we usually use bank databases. Let's say we use automated teller machine as a customer. Then we use database of the bank. Let's say we use the ATM machine and the application of that ATM machine, and we enter our PIN numbers, cards, and everything there. And the ATM software, it is able to connect to the database and get the relevant information to us. So that is why we are using applications that we do not authorized. We do not authorized to access directly the databases of the bank. This is the bank database. Usually we draw databases like a cylinder. Bank database. As a customer, we can't directly access the databases of our bank, but we can use the ATM machine to get relevant information about our bank details, like bank account numbers, amount that we stored, likewise. Then this is a single example, and another we can say in a school or a class, we maintain usually student databases, student data bases. Let's say we want to keep name, index number of students, personal address, and let's say telephone number of the home telephone number, right? This type of data we can keep inside databases. Let's say if we have thousands of, let's say 3,000 students in our school, then we have to keep all the data. We are at the moment we are not going to write all the data inside a book, right? Normally we are using electronic medium, electronic databases, so we can search by name easily. Otherwise we can't get the relevant information, get the preferred information easily, quickly from the book if we write on that in a book, right? So that is the second example that we have discussed about the student databases, about the databases. Each and every organization have to keep their data inside database, right? So now it is popular to use electronic medium. There are so many applications for that. Let's say we are discussing Microsoft Access for that. There are so many database software. Let's say MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle. There are so many types of database software. Oracle. In grade 10 database practicals, we using normally Access databases. Now it is time to follow the theory part of that database. Not going to do a practical today, Microsoft Access. We are going to follow a theory part of the database lesson, right? Then we can say it is defined database as a collection of organized data, collection of organized data. We have organized data inside the electronic medium, let's say, or in a manual way. So by organizing these data inside databases, there are so many advantages we have to discuss. One thing is efficiency. More efficient in retrieving information or data. We can use information or data. So required information can be found very quickly as data is properly organized in tables in a database. We organize data in tables. Then we can easily obtain copies or backups. Electronic databases can be easily copied. If we use if we use a book, right? If we use a book and write all the data inside that book and on that book, and let's say we keep all the accounting details on the in a particular shop, retail shop. That book we have to maintain all the data about accountancy, account details, right? If we do so, we can't keep backups easily. We have to photocopy. We have to take the photocopies of that book to keep backups. But it needed to more physical space than electronic medium, right? So using electronic databases, actually this is mentioning advantages of electronic databases, right? Electronic databases can be backing up, and it is relevant. It is needed smaller physical space to keep that data. Though more physical space is needed to maintain manual databases, a small space is sufficient to save data on an electronic medium, right? Then another advantage is analysis. Easy to analyze the data more efficiently. We can retrieve relevant data very quickly by using ATM machine. We know about that. Normally we use ATM machines and electronic online methods to perform transactions of banks. So data can be easily, very quickly, we can retrieve the data. Data can be easily retrieved from that sources, electronic sources. That is an advantage. Only the necessary data can be selected and processed. And data can be shared between users. Same database can be used in different application software or different users. Let's say if there is a database in a bank, at the same time the bank manager access our data, we can also access our details through ATM, different applications. Bank manager usually access the database using his application, a dedicated application, a bank uh, somewhat application they can use. And we normally use ATM, or sometimes we use online banking, online websites, online banking methods. So the same data can be accessed simultaneously. Simultaneous means at the same time by different users. So that is an advantage of using a single database. If we use a book to write all the data inside, we can't access simultaneously. If you want to read page 50 by some, let's say, a student, the student A need to read the book page 50. The student B wants to read the page number 100. How can they do this simultaneously at the same time? So we have to keep some copies of the same book uh, with both A and B, or we have to share, but we can't read different places at the same time. So that is the advantage of uh, electronic databases. We can share data. We can use the database simultaneously by different users. And if we say, if you want to keep all the PDF files in printable document formats, all the books of a library, let's say there are lack of uh, thousands of books we keep inside our computer in electronic medium. This is our digital library. And we know that usual library, there are racks of books, there are floors of books, but we can have uh, maintain all the books inside our single hard disks. More efficient way to keep, less space is needed. That is another advantage. In printable document formats, all the books can be stored inside a single computer in a library. And we can access all the PDF simultaneously using PDF files. Several different users can access the same PDF using their electronic devices if we use digital library, right? Uh, then another advantage, independence of data. Independence means though database and software are connected, we know that databases and software are connected together. Database tables can be updated without changes to application software. For an example, if we say we want to change the database, the structure of the database, but we do not need to change the application software. They are working together, database and the application software, database and the ATM machine working together, but we can, the bank administrators can bank administrators can change settings or the structure of database without changing ATM machine or the application of ATM machine. They are working together, but it is mentioned independent. The applications and the databases are independent. Therefore, data and software are independent, right? Right. Before we are going to features of the database, I think it's better to have our note, right? This database concept. Just start to write what is database concept. It is good to keep writing data as an easy way to keep a large amount of data. Manual handwriting database. Manual or handwritten කියලා දාමු මෙතනට. Handwritten database data bases are known as manual databases. Manual databases. Electronic database management is the process of maintaining data through electronic methods. Electronic methods. Right. After that, we have discussed what are the advantages of electronic databases. One thing is make information searching more efficient. Make searching more efficient. Ease of obtaining backups. Very low storage of capacity is sufficient. And ability to perform data analysis very easily and quickly. Shared usage of same database. Let's say shared usage of database by different users simultaneously at the same time, right? Simultaneously mean at the same time. and data autonomy. Autonomy means independence of data. Independence of data. Data independence. That is, the database can be modified without making changes to the application software. Let's mention independence of data and application software. It is clear. Software. Right. Write down. So next, we are going to compare electronic and manual databases, right? Uh, Manual database is less efficient. We have discussed why. Searching data is very difficult, less efficient, and less accurate. That there can be errors on that. We can check it. And if we enter wrong data by mistake, we can't check it easily. So it would be less accurate and less credible. Credible means not reliable. Manual databases, because it would there would be some errors on that, right? Because we maintain handwritten data. By mistake, if we write something wrong on that, there would be errors, right? But in electronic medium, next we are going to discuss about the data concept about data redundancy. Redundancy means keeping same information in different places. So electronic databases, we say less redundant, keep less redundant data. Redundancy eliminate, we can eliminate redundancy. Redundancy means the same data can be entered different places. So it is more credible because we can maintain easily. Let's discuss about it later. So next one is difficult to analyze data in manual database, and it is easy to analyze data in electronic medium. And other thing is should present in order of input. Yes, we have to keep data the same order that we entered the data. But in electronic media, we can arrange it as we prefer. We can change it, the arrangement of the order of the data, right? And difficult to delete, it is easy to delete in electronic, and difficult to update, it is easy to update in electronic medium, and more space is needed to store data, and very small space is needed to keep data. Inside hard disk, we can store libraries of books, but we have to store in physical books. We have to store inside several rooms sometimes. More space is needed. More manpower is needed to handle that. In that example, in a library, so manpower is needed to maintain the library books. But to maintain a digital library, a single computer can be maintained by a single person. Less manpower is needed, right? Right, compare and write down. So if we look at this flat file database, this is a database using a single table to store all the data on that. This is about patient details. Let's read. Patient ID is there, and the patient name, patient's date of birth, and patient's gender, phone number, and his doctor, the Dr. Aruna, doctor's name, Dr. Aruna. Now we can see the Dr. Aruna's name. It is in several places. So that is the concept we call redundancy. That is the uh, same data is stored in several places. Right. So we have to eliminate redundancy in electronic databases. And if we want to find the doctor, who is who do the treatments to Janaka, we can find all the data about Janaka in this row of data. And if we want to find another Darshana or Sidumi, we can get that information. We can get that data in a single record. But the problem is there is redundant data. By placing all the data in same table, the same data can be re-entered. Re-entered. We used or re-entered. That is called redundancy. So, for example, Dr. Aruna refers to the treatment of several patients. Dr. Aruna appears to have been used several times. It is called redundancy. So, Dr. ID, Dr. name, room fields can be arranged in different table to eliminate that redundancy. Like here. So we can keep this type of information using two tables, right? If we want to find who is the doctor of uh, Janaka, who is the doctor of patient Janaka, we have to get the information about Dr. ID first from the first table, and we can find the name from another table. So that is how we eliminate the redundancy, the repetition. Other thing is repetition, the same thing, repeating same data in several places, right? So we have to separate Dr. ID, Dr. name, room from first table to another to eliminate redundancy, right? Right. And then we have to get that note. Just start to write the table first and make your note. And after uh, you have to get that two tables separately, eliminating redundancy. Right. What is data redundancy? Re-enter and maintain the same data in different locations is redundancy. Just get your note. Data redundancy. And what are the drawbacks of data redundancy? It is difficult to find uh, data, and it is difficult to delete data, and it is difficult to update data. Because let's say if you want to change the name of Dr. Aruna, let's say Aruna, we incorrectly, let's say we have to correct it as Aruna Shant. Here it is easy because we have to change the name on this table, doctor's name, only once. But if you want to change the data, redundant data, we have to Dr. Arunashant, Dr. Arunashant, Dr. Arunashant. There are several times we have to update. So if you want to delete the Dr. Aruna from the table, we have to search Aruna and delete. It is difficult. Now, this is easy to maintain. There are two different tables that we eliminated. Redundancy. Because of redundancy, it is difficult to find data, it is difficult to delete data, and it is difficult to update. Right. Then how to eliminate redundancy? Redundant data should be separated into another table. We can enter redundant data into a separate table. That is the method. Right, complete your note.